Hi, I'm Maddy Leavitt, and today I'm going to talk about the Idaho Food Bank. According to the Idaho Food Bank, as of now, over 240,000 Idahoans are struggling with hunger. 80,000 of those are children. And according to Feeding America, 1 in 6 Idahoans is currently struggling on their day-to-day basis trying to get food. When I was growing up and going to school, I was on the free lunch program due to my parents' low income. And so growing up, I kind of understood the need for an assistance in order to get a meal just because of the struggles that I went through as a kid. And so when I got into my later high school years and my first 2 years of college, I did a lot of volunteer work. And one of the places that I volunteered at was the Idaho Food Bank. And the Idaho Food Bank really opened my eyes and showed how a community could come together and an organization could come together in order to help others who were in need and make sure that people were getting the food and the nutrition that they need. Today, I'm going to start off with a story about a mother and her 2 children where the Idaho Food Bank helped them immensely. This story was written by the mother and then given to the Idaho Food Bank's website where they published it, but she did not put her name in the story. She left that out. The story about the mother, her son, and her daughter starts with how she was in a bad relationship with the father of the children. He was really abusive and just not a good guy, and so she knew she needed to get away. She ended up going to Texas, where she tried to find work and struggled because she'd been out of the workforce for so long and was a single parent. So after about a year and a half, she left Texas after the abusive husband had found her and ended up going back to Idaho to try and be safe with family. But her and her children actually ended up in a beaded woman's shelter, and this is where the Idaho Food Bank really came into play. The mother felt like she was a failure. She was really struggling. She felt like she couldn't feed her own children, and the Idaho Food Bank came in and put them on the backpack program, which is a program that during the summer months and breaks, and just when kids are out of school, it provides them with food that they can share with their family, and it's just a backpack full of food, and that's what really got this mom and her 2 kids through this stressful time. And throughout the story, she just stressed how much the Idaho Food Bank helped her during a stressful time. And now she is a successful manager at an office space where she works and takes care of her kids, and now they are living a middle-class average life, and she even donates money and time to the Idaho Food Bank because of how much they helped her when she was going through a stressful time. The story of this mother and her 2 children is just one example of how the Idaho Food Bank has helped Idaho families that are in need and how it's a great organization that really focuses on Idaho. There are 2 reasons why we should give back to it. The Idaho Food Bank has many different programs for kids in need. One of these stems from the backpack program. It's called the School Pantry, where it's literally a school pantry, and they help put food on the shelves in order to give kids who are in need more food and make sure that they get a lunch and make sure that they are taken care of while they are at school. No one likes the idea of a child going to bed hungry, and so the Idaho Food Bank really wants to stress that this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make sure that these kids have food. Another program that they do for the kids is called Picnic in the Park, which is literally a picnic in the park 49 days out of the summer month in order to provide children with a guaranteed meal so that they have less to worry about. Because for a lot of kids, the meals that they receive at school are sometimes the only meal that they get in that day. And so during the summer months, many people struggle. Next, the Idaho Food Bank helps out all Idahoans, not just kids. They help as many as possible through programs that span all over Idaho, just like those kids programs. One of these is the Mobile Pantry, which is in 49 different communities in the state of Idaho. The food bank takes this food to communities that are underserved and rural communities that kind of struggle getting food, or like grocery stores with cheap food. And so this has distributed over 3 million pounds of food to these rural Idaho communities. Another is the Emergency Food Assistance Program, the TEFAP, which helps add to the diets of low-income citizens of Idaho, as well as the elderly citizens who aren't getting as much money and could not be getting the nutritional values that they need. And there are partners for the TEFAP all over eastern Idaho, which I didn't know before. The Idaho Food Bank is a local organization that's just trying to help Idahoans, so we should do the same because we're all under this one state. Another reason we should help is because, according to my survey, 3 out of the 6 people who responded know someone who is struggling to get food on their plate for their families, and so if we know someone who is struggling, we should provide assistance to them. Now that I have argued 2 reasons as to why the Idaho Food Bank should receive our help, I'm going to refute my opposition's claim. I'm going to start out by minimizing the people who believe that the free lunch program, which the Idaho Food Bank supports here in Idaho, is a waste of government money and a waste of government spending. According to Hunger Coalition, in America, upwards of 16 million kids struggle with hunger. The programs like the free lunch program are providing assistance to this, and the Idaho Food Bank is providing assistance to the Idaho free lunch program. Programs like this help to feed kids, and kids need food in order to survive. The people who believe that the government spending should be cut are essentially saying that they don't want to pay for a kid's meal, which I think is a small price to pay in order to make sure that the children of Idaho are staying healthy. According to Citizens Against Government Waste, people lie on their applications in order to get free or reduced lunch for their kids, but there hasn't been very many evidence of this, and so I feel like a few bad apples shouldn't take away from the kids who really do need it. While government money is spent on this, and some people do lie, the hungry kids should outweigh the cons of the government spending and the liars. Next, I'm going to reduce to absurdity the people who believe that, others are going to donate and others are going to volunteer, so I don't really need to. Many feel that giving away their old can of sardines or mandarin oranges that they found in the back of the cupboard during spring cleaning is going to be enough, and that if they do that, then they have put their part. That's false. Why would you donate something that you're not even going to eat yourself, which is exactly what consumerist.com said. People shouldn't donate what they won't take in themselves. Relying on others is not a good way to get it done either. If everyone did that, then nothing in this world would get done. It's clear that we in Idaho need to support the Idaho Food Bank and help those in need. I'll now review my main points. I provided many reasons why the Idaho Food Bank is an organization that focuses on Idahoans and needs our support. First, the story about the mother and her 2 children. Next, because of how they help out kids in Idaho. Third, because of how they help out the low income and elderly of Idaho. And finally, I showed how those opposed to it were minimized and just reduced to absurdity. How you can assist is you could donate through their website right online. If you can't donate, volunteer at the warehouse right down in Old Town Pocatello. Or you could donate to canned food drives that are held on by schools, and if you don't know of those, donate straight to the warehouse in Pocatello. Thank you.